Hey guys, it's Tim again, and I have another experiment in the science of having a nice time with your friends to share with you all. We had this crazy idea where we thought, if we do this just right, maybe we could take a bunch of edibles and go to the Central Park Zoo and have a fun time with our friends. And man, oh man, were there some unexpected challenges along the way. For instance, did you know it is prohibitively expensive to get permits to film in Central Park? And that also, if they catch you doing it, there's a hefty fine involved? That being said, please be cool about this and don't tell on me and don't get me in trouble for making guerrilla art in Central Park. G-U-E. And also gorilla. Oh, fuck yes, dude. Sorry. Make that seem like it was on purpose. Please put a gorilla in a red rebel hat and give him a machine gun. This is Field Trippin'. Our guest today is Mike Cannon, who's just one of my favorite people I've encountered in comedy. Actually, he was the first person in New York who I didn't know who was just nice to me out of the gate, and I'll never forget that about him. And he's also super funny, and he's self-produced multiple comedy specials that are all available on his YouTube page, and I recommend all of them because he's just a joy to watch. Also, when I hit him up and said, hey, do you want to get high and go to the Central Park Zoo tomorrow? His response was, I'd love to, and also, did you know I used to work children's parties there? And one thing you guys know I love is a cosmic synchronicity like that. So I was amped to get up there and have a nice morning. Most importantly, we put up a tremendous fight against the authorities who wanted us to stop what we were doing, cease filming, and not enjoy ourselves. And we said, fucking over our cold, dead erections, bro. We said, come and take our fun from our fucking rigid meat. Wow. Can you believe it?
What's better than this?
Can you believe it? Having a nice time like this? It's crazy they're trying to outlaw having a nice time like this. And I'm basically the only freedom fighter still, like, basically saying fuck the government. Fuck the government, I'm gonna have a nice time.
Fuck this oppressive, non-good
Honestly, dude, I feel like I'm in like a sci-fi movie and I'm like breaking through like a control point. I'm going like, yeah right, pigs. I've got like a remote controlled gun or whatever, and I'm just trying to enjoy a little bit of fucking sunshine.
Do you know what? I've never felt more like that than the other day. I got home from watching my son's t-ball game. I'm in a euphoric state. He had such a good time.
How old?
He's going to be 4 in July.
Oh,
so he's
that's
early.
Gotta be some pretty bad t-ball.
It's awful. But he's like getting up. He's running. He knows which direction to go now. Like it's cool. And I'm like smiling my ass off heading to shows, and I immediately get people just looking at me like, what the fuck is that on your
What's this fucking problem?
Yeah.
What's this fucking dick? They've all got the face of someone who just stepped in shit. It's just like, dude, fuck off, man. Seriously, that's why I want like an exploding implant in people that I can like hack and detonate every time they go, that's too nice.
Yeah.
That's too nice for my taste.
Just walking around this neighborhood in general, it's kind of fun to like look at people and think how they afford to be here, like during this time on a Wednesday.
That's my #1 game in New York.
Like, are we all doing podcasts?
I see, you know what I see is the daytime shirtless jogging guy, and I go, I would love nothing more than for just a stiletto sword to pierce his heart. I would love to Zorro a T into that man's bare chest every single time. It doesn't matter if the sun's out on a weekday and you're jogging shirtless. I want to break both of your legs. Yeah, that's on me, dude.
That's on me. I don't
He's
think
trying to
it
have
is.
a nice time, man. I'm working for the enemy at that point.
He's showing off. That's different.
Do you have any of that where like part of your fun is also vitriol? So a lot, like sometimes I have fun in this space where you just start like tearing things apart, you just say terrible shit, and you realize that your fun is kind of at the expense or with like evil in your heart.
That's like a birthday cake. It's like you can't have that every day, dude. When it comes around, woo! All right.
Yeah.
You got to know when to. I mean,
How do you keep that at bay?
I think that might be my great struggle. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I think one of my great struggles in life might just be like turning on the lights in the morning and not just sitting there going like, who else do I know that's fucking gay?
Who else's life is like who could I mind swap with today who's just a fucking embarrassment? Who can I focus on right now who's doing literally everything wrong and like just sink my teeth in and just taste that for a while?
Yeah.
And I go, no. Let's go outside and maybe cut some grass, draw something, and then I don't. I just play video games. That's my meeting myself halfway. I play video games and I say racist stuff with very small children online.
That's a sweet spot.
That's it, dude.
Do you have a strict no phone rule in the morning? Because that's how I feed into that part of myself, is that finds a target, right? Like you open up Instagram and the first thing, where are you from? And you're like, and it's probably my own feed, but it's like anything else, you just want to direct your rage towards, somebody that probably doesn't deserve it.
I would rather wake up to a home intruder than a stand-up clip on my phone. I'd rather wake up to a masked man with my wife at gunpoint than a subtitled video of a guy saying like, well, that's not even a good job. And people are like,
Worst of the worst is he has a gun to your wife's head. He's like, how long you two been together?
Nice, dude. What do you do for a living? He's having sex with my wife. What did you say you did for a living? Comedian, okay. It's subtitled in my house. Fuck, dude. Please, babe. Don't laugh for that. Don't give it up for that. Don't clap it up for
This guy
yourself.
knows what I'm talking about. Pointing to your tied up kid.
What grade are you in?
We were talking about it before though, how much up top right there, that building, the square thing, that whole like upper level, probably 3 levels is the penthouse. 1, how much do you think it costs? 2, do you think there's anybody in it currently?
I bet you there's a guy in there that hasn't left it in 20 years.
Yeah.
They're just sliding meals under a door or through like a servant's door.
Right.
And then he just like one like gnarled gray hand just reaches out and grabs like a tray full of like apples and scrambled eggs. And he'll never
Spears
leave
him with his nails.
Yes. Also, don't forget that could very well be an active Saudi snuff pad.
Yeah.
They're in that room could just be like
Loose heads.
the nephews of Saudi clerics that are just like stepping on prostitute faces. They've got an entire floor that's nothing but prostitutes' heads and faces, and their bare feet have never touched another material except hooker nose. It's like a religious right that they have. It's like, dude, this is somewhere in the Quran, dude. My feet can't touch literally anything except hooker snots.
They only wipe their ass with babies.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh.
You take a child out of a golden bassinet and shove it up your own ass. And black out your fucking windows to hide yourself from the prophet. So that's probably what's going on up there.
So right when I first moved into the city, my sister was an actress and she had to have odd jobs as well to kind of, fill out the money while you're doing auditions and shit. So she got a job doing birthday parties at the Central Park Zoo. Really well paying, like too high paying, and the option for tips. It's all wealthy parents and shit.
Okay.
So she gets me the job. The first day I miss my first birthday party because I'm on ecstasy. Like fully hungover from the night
Dude, you're living
before.
it.
Took it at like 4 or 5 a.m., fully rolling at 9 a.m. when I should be there. They call me.
That's a shame, dude, because was it a kid's birthday?
Yeah.
I mean, you would have been the best ever.
I went to the second birthday party. And that's also, I was like half tripping, but also starting to like feel the depression of coming down. So I was like, half like having a good time and then just telling the kids what it's really gonna be like.
Kids.
Why do they need actors for a kid's birthday party at the zoo? Are you dressing like an animal?
No, but I think it's more like the outgoing nature instead of just a droning.
Wait, you were a vibe enforcer at birthday parties? Bro. That's top of the resume.
That is so funny.
Hey, Mike, could you just kind of get the fucking party going with these guys?
Play hamster dance. They love hamster dance.
Dude.
It's so funny.
Whoa.
Man. That is exactly what it was. Yeah, I had to get them jazzed up about penguins and whatever other limited animals they have there. So it starts off terribly. I missed the class. I worked there for a couple weeks or a couple months to the point where I get comfortable, they like me. And then I stole a bunch of Polaroid film for my wife's Polaroid camera that I just got her. Like I just took it because they weren't using it, and I just assumed it was up for grabs.
And you were like, I know you in your head, you were like, she's gonna think this is so fucking romantic.
Yeah.
Doing
I'm
crime,
paying attention.
Doing crime for my wife, and she didn't even ask me to. This is such a great idea. She's gonna think this is so fucking hot and dangerous. Finally, I've gotten it right. I've had a million moments like this. Finally, dude, I've done the right thing for my wife.
Yes.
And then you're just jobless, and she's like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is your problem?"
It didn't
Do I
fit.
even have one?
It ended up not fitting her camera. It was the wrong film. And of course I had to open it and ruin it to even find out. So, and then I just didn't get put on
Dude,
the
they probably threw
schedule.
the book at you.
They did.
You did everything wrong.
I didn't get put on the schedule for like 2 weeks, and then I emailed, and she kind of sent me, the head of the company kind of sent me an email, more or less being like, you know what you did, you're done here. But that wasn't enough for me, so I called, because I was a huge liar at the time, and I called and just like bold-faced lied to her and was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
It was one of those fucking kids, and I can point them out. Like, if you get the last 3 weekends of birthday party kids to come back to the zoo, I guarantee I could probably pick this fucking kid out. It's just you and 145 Chinese kids, and you're like, oh. Right here. Look, grab him. That one, she looks pretty fucking guilty, dude. I think she got a camera in her lunchbox.
That's broken film in her pocket.
Yep. I knew it. Shaking out the picture. Yeah, just as I suspected.
so not only have I done that, I also used to do birthday parties at a gymnastics gym, and I got fired for having sex with one of the moms.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
In the gym.
I've never been so eager for a sentence to end before, dude. Like, please stick this landing, dude. Please, dude, please nail this story in the final word of the entire thing. Please, dude. Oh my god, dude. The tolls are so expensive to get here, dude. Please, bro. I just spent $24.97 getting here. Please, dude.
And I've coached, she was
Over 18?
45.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I was 19 or 20.
Whoa.
And she was like 45. And then I coached soccer too for like ages 2 till 9. Like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa. All right,
Yeah.
you might just be good at it.
I'm okay with kids. Like I've
Yeah,
always.
I thought you were just like fucking, a retarded dude who like was exposed to a world that he didn't understand. I forgot, dude. You're actually a dedicated family.
It should have been like a home run, easy gig. You know what I mean? Especially with like comedy and stuff. Like it had all the flexibility, make your own things, and I just ruined it immediately.
Damn.
Did you have to dress like a party guy, or were you like dressed like a zookeeper?
It was more zookeeper than party guy.
Were you under the guise of like, oh, this guy's like a zookeeper, but he also has fun?
Now, kids,
Kind
did
of,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Just tricking?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the silly zookeeper or whatever.
Kids, did you know penguins mate for life? You're just trying to make eye contact with a mom.
Hey. But if their mate dies, then they're open to finding a new mate.
Even just temporarily.
And just, as some sort of comfort.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
That park employee was really, I genuinely thought he was going to put a stop to this entire operation.
Me too.
Now, he's into it.
Do you think?
He pulled up, they were like,
Oh, yeah, it's right over
He's
there.
like, oh, is that Butterly?
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, you know who's back at the zoo? Cannon. I remember Cannon, dude, legend, bro. Fucking, dude, Mike Cannon, fucking zoo legend, bro. Yeah, he's right here. Here, look, dude, he's right here, right in front of the fucking zoo, dude.
Mike!
Remember? Legend, bro. People are gonna think we're big shots bringing him back.
I know. There you go. Oh.
I didn't think he was even allowed back in here.
That would be something too. Imagine they stopped me at the gate.
Dude, he was 2 grades ahead of me.
He's why I wanted to be a kid's party guy. I heard his story. It was inspired.
He's coming. Mike, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yo, love your fucking stuff. Yo, bro, I was
back.
actually at some of those kids' parties. And I was like, dude, to this day, I'm still telling dudes about the time that you made those 2 penguins kiss each other. That was fucking sick, dude. And you fucked my mom? Nice, dude. Thank you. Mike, bro, thank you for making my fucking mom come, dude. You really inspired me to become a fucking marine biologist, dude. Yo, and I know you gave up like a pretty sweet gig to do it, dude. So I always want to tell you, like, bro, from the bottom of my heart, dude, thank you for making my fucking mom come, dude.
So we packed up all our shit, and along with the fucking zoo legend, we made our way over to the actual zoo. And to be honest, I was kind of like looking around at the employees and even the animals, like, yo, you fucking remember this guy? Remember the fucking big dog? Remember the fucking zoo legend? I was looking at like the monkeys and shit, like, you guys remember this guy? What about you zebras? You zebras remember this guy? What about you penguins? What about you penguins? You penguins remember this guy over here? And none of the animals did. I should have pushed him into the big cat enclosure to see if it like hugged him or ate his fucking face. But I'll take his word for it. So look, if anyone who takes 5 seconds to look up the Central Park Zoo on Google will see, I mean, just an endless list of reviews just pointing out how like kind of crummy it is. And I get it, but it's like, dude, it's in a major city. It's made of concrete. How nice could it possibly be? I think eventually if you have enough concrete in a major city, just piss starts to ooze out of it, okay? So it's not gonna feel clean. I mean, these animals weren't supposed to live here. I get it, listen, I understand. I get all, you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to get zoos shut down? You can spend the rest of your life fighting against zoos, the idea, or every couple of months, are you gonna get dragged to a zoo and go, oh yeah, it was kind of cool to see a monkey in real life. I don't really get a chance to do that often. How often do these animals get to meet people? I'll say when I go to the zoo, I try to be like a polite strip club patron where like you kind of make it clear like, yeah, look, I know all these other fucking freaks are just gawking at you and it's like probably pretty terrifying and feel shitty, but like I'm not like them. I'm not gross. I'm not a bad person. All these people, all these fucking fat slobs with their mouth open, pressed against the glass, knocking on it, trying to fucking throw bananas over the top of it. I'm talking about strippers. That's not me. My friends dragged me here. I'm just trying to stay out of the way, that's all. That's how I talk to zebras. Zebras are what I call interracial strippers. But that's my whole thing on zoos. We did get kind of hung up on the seal enclosure that you first encounter. Like you walk into the zoo and first of all, it looks like it's kind of just like the size of a basketball court. And like in the middle is a water donut ring where some seals are hanging out. And it kind of doesn't look like you have much to explore. And we're also, Cannon is a fellow dad who gets stoned. So we kind of forgot that we had a whole zoo to check out and we just ended up chilling there for a while.
Let's go look at the zoo.
I forgot this wasn't just the whole zoo.
To be honest, dude, the more we saw, the more we were kind of like yucked out. The fucking penguins were stinky and in a weird place. And I'll never forget that bear walking towards us and I was just like, whoa. He had the full like fuck me up fam look. You ever see a bear with a fuck me up fam look? At least fucking shove his head into a honey jar or something. When did monkeys get so like solemn, by the way? When I was a kid, monkeys went and now you go to the zoo and monkeys are just chilling. They're sitting there with their knees up and they're going. And they're just one tiny bug and then they do this. So get these fucking monkeys some head or something. Why don't we get these fucking monkeys' dicks sucked, Why don't we get like fleshlights for monkeys and throw them over into the enclosure? Here's the thing, every time you feel like you want to put your kid in a gorilla enclosure at the zoo, throw a fleshlight over instead. So that we stop getting, oh, are they gonna hurt the kid or nurture them? And instead he's cranking on that thing pretty hard and having a great time. Look at him. When was the last time you saw a gorilla smile? That's just what I think about the zoo though.
There he goes, dude. Duku, duku, daka, duku. Duku, daka, duku.
We did it. They said it couldn't be done. They said there's no way you could be that retarded twice in a row. And we said, well, guess again, mister. This has been another field trip. I'm Tim Butterly, and I just want to take a quick second to thank everyone who's already subscribed to our Patreon. Holy shit, we're trying to do all of this ourselves. There are very fun challenges ahead, and any support that we get makes it easier for us. It's patreon.com/fieldtrippin, and we're already uploading a ton of extra content over there. There's an entire podcast that goes along with us that you can have right now if you go over there and check it out. Thank you for already have, and I don't know. Aside from that, dude, just fucking get out of my fucking face, dude. Aside from that, dude, just shut up. Just shut the fuck up and have fun. Have a nice time, or I swear to God. I'll just say I'm Tim Butterly, and this has been Field Tripping.
That's a good boy.